Hello again, everybody. So, today I am going to do a default Saffron run on Hell Pass 11 and try to go for a true genocide win. I want to do default Saffron because I think she's just the most basic character and I want to keep my options open for where this run's going. A little disclaimer, if you're climbing Hell Passes yourself, I would not recommend default Saffrons to do so because the little field bracer she has is terrible at high hell passes since a lot of enemies just get defense for free in it, and defense hard counters the field bracer. But we're gonna do our best here. Our biggest issue is probably gonna be the shopkeeper. We're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna deal with her. We're probably gonna fight her around floor 5 or 6 once our damage potential is good enough. But let's get into this. That was not good. The nurse, in combination with the dude throwing out the crystals, kind of wrecked us. We're gonna take the blue blood because being able to front load damage in room fights at this difficulty is key. Also gonna take Heart of the Cards because it's very early in the run, and I think that's gonna end up paying off pretty well. Of these cards, I think I'm gonna take the Skewer just to front load as much damage as possible, because the thing with a lot of these room battles is you need to kill one or two problem enemies as soon as possible. Otherwise, you're gonna get overwhelmed. So being able to front load your damage is a huge deal. Flechettes is gonna be decent on room battles, and we're gonna head this way. That fight went a lot better. Now, Virya spell, I don't think the damage potential on it is high enough to warrant using it past a certain hell pass level, because it gets hard countered by defense. It's too hard to get rolling in the early game. You can't really spend removals to get down to just Virya spell because then you'll get wrecked in room battles. And you can just do better damage during boss fights with so many other things. So I don't think this card's very good past like hell mode. But whichever the one is where they start regenerating HP is where this starts falling off really hard. I am gonna take this air slash though. That fight went pretty well. Now, these cards are pretty awful. I don't think the mana potion's going to be useful enough to warrant taking it here because that kind of locks us out some potential flow synergy, so we're just going to pass. It's also just kind of distracting. Interesting choice. We have the Skewer in the deck already, so there's an argument to be made for Gelatin. There's also Mana Gem here, which is really good with the blue blood. I think I'm going to take the Gelatin because Mana Gems are a dime a dozen. Until you really need them, then they never show up. But yeah, I think Gelatin just has a higher ceiling. Ah, that was terrible. Like, that was just atrocious. The problem there was that there were just too many enemies on the field. The nurse spawned in at the worst possible point, and the sheer volume of HP the enemies had, along with the health regen they get, was just a bit overwhelming. Gonna take the luck box. Stoplight could end up being relevant, but we'll see. I'm gonna take Cold Medicine because it means that we can proc Frost going once through the deck with the Frostbolt. A little bit tricky there, but that one went pretty well. Now we're being offered a Frost Barrage, and it looks like we might be able to get some nice Frost stuff going on. We are going to take the Mana Gem here over the Bubble because the Bubble is just kind of mediocre and we don't have any flow anyway. Pretty decent Violet fight. Laser turret's very powerful, so we're definitely taking that. We've yet to fight Terra, so we're going to take this Granite and see if we can use that to just straight up counter her. I do want to take a break and go to Fire Zone at this point, though, because I want a chance to recover a bit of HP. Alright, that worked out pretty well. Laser turret putting in work there. Yeah, I'll take an Eternity Cannon. It's just really strong on extended fights. We have the mini-boss and the shop and the campfire in the same path here. I don't know what just happened with that mine, but it was out for blood. We do have the granite, so I think earthen armor gets a little bit better. Unfortunately, the nurse did do a number on us there, but it happens. The only card worth considering here is Poison Dart, since we don't have any poison in the deck yet, so it hasn't gotten any diminishing returns. I think it's worth it because it's a lot of damage on extended fights. Cold-Blooded's good. Let's go fight the mini-boss. Took a little bit of chip damage, but it's fine. Power Shard's very good. And now, let's go hit the campfire, then the shop. So, Rose is pretty bad once you get past Hell Pass 7 because enemies just spawn in with too much defense and your Pisher is doing 1 damage anyway, so why would you sacrifice the max HP? These are all pretty mediocre. I am gonna pick up this medkit just as a buffer, then refresh. Okay. I do think micro missiles is probably worthwhile. Sugar Glass is great with the granite. And gonna pick up this mana gem as well. I don't think... Oh, I'm gonna remove Step Slash because it just gets me hit too often. Let's go fight Gunner. That could have gone a lot better, but I think it will have to suffice. I don't want any of these cards, they're all kind of mediocre. Glass Flute's pretty terrible with our basic attack. We have some frost stuff, so Sunglasses should be pretty alright. Now let's go fight Celicy, get her out of the way. That guy is so annoying. Okay, we already took the Poison Dart, so I'm not taking Sludge Bomb. Do think we need to move towards the campfire here. I am gonna... I don't want to deal with the hazard. Let's do this. Okay, just get through that. And now, Hellfire Charging Double Take. These are not what we want to be doing. Hellfire is too detrimental. We don't really care about the charging, and Double Take has nothing to do with what we want to be doing. I am going to take this Mana Vein over the Rock Tumbler because we don't have that much flow stuff. Boy, I sure do love me some surprise snakes. Glass cannon. I think we take this. This is a very strong minigun, and we already took the glass can, so this will be really good. It's gonna help with our HP a bit as well. Alright. Bonus 20 damage on the railgun. Yeah, let's do that. I think we're really interested in mana regen now since we have this railgun and the skewer. That was stupid of me. I just let the SD turret go to town on me. I didn't even think about it. I'm gonna take this line because it consumes. So it's gonna help us get some HP back. We might die here. We're alive. Wow. Okay. We got a little bit screwed by our earthen armor, but otherwise that was a really good Celicy fight. Do I want this Pyroblast? I think it's good enough to take here because we're struggling. I'm also going to take this vaccine. Normally I don't take vaccine, but I think taking it here just to try to get some HP back is a good call. We are getting just torn apart on these room battles. What is our luck right now? 49. It's not that high. I'm gonna take this skipper. I just need HP desperately. Ghost costume is going to help so much. Okay, that could save us. We need to head this way. I really wish these nurses would stop spawning for just a second so I could get my bearings straight. Restored a bit of HP there. I care about this? Not really. Oh my god. So many enemies spawning all at the same time in every freaking room. I'll take this tile fire. It's a lot of damage, and we do have the granite to go with it. Gonna hit up the shop. Doubleman's very powerful. I need this medkit. I don't think I can take these packs. I am gonna buy some upgrades. 1, 2, 3 upgrades. Now, let's get an upgrade on Pyroblast. As much as I want it to consume, I think this will help so much in these awful room battles. Upgrade cold medicine. Flow is okay, but not great. Or not cold medicine, frost barrage. Now we're gonna upgrade cold medicine. Flying fragile's fine. Let's get out of here. And that's why I put piercing on the Pyroblast. Mana Fusion or Mini Thunder? I think this Mana Fusion's very, very good, so we're taking it. 2 manas for restore 7? Wow. Okay, we've recovered a bit. Starting to stabilize. Now we need to start thinking about when to fight Shopkeeper. I am going to take the Honing Steel here because It doesn't cost max HP, and it does help a lot against enemies who don't have defense. Satellite's just more front load damage. Always great to have. I want to go to forest first, because I don't want to deal with the ruins enemies right now. This focus is alright. I think we need to start thinking about removing the vaccine as well at this point. Gonna take the upper path. I am actually considering taking this explosion. It can solve all of our problems in room battles. I'm gonna try it. This isn't a card I take very often, but I think we're struggling enough right now that it's gonna be worth it. Didn't care about any of those cards. Now, let's keep on going. These are all no good. Let's go to the shop. I'll try this mini thunder. We'll also take Miracle over Mana Gem here. Blood Money is going to be not that good because we're planning on killing you soon. Gonna do this, we're going to remove our vaccine because it's outlived its purpose. Increased shuffle time is fine. Fresh stock. We do have this stoplight. Triforce is pretty alright. I'll pick it up. Also gonna take another mana gem, and I think that's gonna do it. Okay, let's move on. felt severely lacking on damage that fight. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't think we're in the market for any of this stuff anymore. I'm gonna take icing, because I think that's pretty decent. And let's continue. Need to deal with Reva now. We got torn apart there. It's not good. I'm gonna take this because I need the HP bad. Need to go to a campfire bad. Not interested in these. Let's keep on going. Unleash is a pretty great damage source. I think adrenaline is what we're in the market for at the moment. We need this health. These are all too detrimental. Let's go fight the boss. We waited too long to fight Reva. We should not have waited that long to fight her in hindsight, because tier 7 Reva, as you saw, is a bit of a nightmare to deal with. The ads just hit so much more area, and she throws out diag beams during attacks where she normally doesn't do anything else, and it's just awful. So yeah, unfortunately we did not get the win here, but Yeah.